Welcome back to another workshop build video. Today I'm going to be doing something that was suggested by more than one person, and that is ridge ties. It's going to go from top plate to top plate across the building. The thought is, with a heavy load on the roof, snow or somebody walking around, it's possible that the walls can bow out as the roof is compressed down. And these ridge ties will go across the top plates and prevent the walls from sagging out. So I've got 4 of these 2x4s that are 14 foot long, and hopefully they will just fit up in here without cutting, but if not, I have to cut these down. So let's give it a try. I have simply set one end of the 14-foot board on the top plate, and I'm going to walk it up here with the ladder on the other side and see about getting this up here. Now, one issue that I've found is that my H2.5 clips are alternating on the sides. Let's see which side I put this on. So that may be an issue. We'll just have to see here. Okay. There's that. Oops. So it looks like I may have to cut a little angle off of these to get them to stand upright. I swapped over to the other side over here and made some pulling and tugging adjustments, and it turns out I don't have to cut anything, and it fits in here perfectly. So I'm just going to take some 3-inch screws and tie this in to the truss. And I may put a screw in to the top plate on each one. Be kind of close because of the angle. I think it'll be worthwhile having it tied in there. Okay. I think 3 screws on each side should be more than enough here. Get this side put in here. The same way, I believe. Thank you for suggesting this. I definitely think it will help out a lot in keeping the building from bowing out any. Fairly inexpensive insurance to keep it from going anywhere. I'm getting ready to install my fascia board and my soffit material, and before I can really do anything, since I'm working alone, I need to install a block that will both hold the fascia and prevent it from going too far past the corner over here. So I've just got this jig, which looks like a little shelf, and I'm just going to screw this in to the end down here, hopefully carefully. Okay, nice. So that will just allow the board to sit on there and won't go past this piece, theoretically. So see how well it works. Originally, I had planned on using the Micaville board, but our local hardware store didn't have it. It's a lot lighter than this Hardy board, so I'm just going to see how well I can install this. I may have to find some way to block out the other end because it's heavy, but we'll see here. Oops. Yeah, perhaps not the best setup. I'm about done with ladder stuff, thankfully. Whew, okay. Well, that worked out all right. Let me get the rest of these screws up here and I'll move to the next piece. I measured the remaining section of the building up here, and I need to have this cut to 121 inches and a quarter. So, because it's that same hardy board as the other siding, I believe I have to use the same method here with my razor blade. So I just score this repetitively and then hopefully it'll snap at that point. I think what I'm going to do is score on all sides because that should make things a bit easier here to pop. That way I can flip this over and match up here and just keep scoring. Okay, I think I have scored this enough to get it to break. So I'm either about to become really happy or upset. Let's see which one it's going to be here. So I want to put this right on the edge of my floor and then use another board here on top that will secure this from hopefully popping the other direction. And now put some weight on it and start bouncing. Huh. Well, that was easy. A lot of talk up for nothing. So before my light's gone tonight, see about getting this piece installed. To make things go a whole lot easier up top, I'm putting my screws in here at the bottom while I'm on the ground. My dad and I put these up on the tiny house with nails and did not pre-drill the holes, and it was a disaster. Don't do that. Man, it's muddy out today. Okay, last piece for the evening, I believe. Not quite as heavy because I cut off 2 feet, give or take. Let's see how well this little bracket thing's going to work to hold this piece up. All right. Okay. So that definitely helps to just rest it on something for a moment. Not 100% necessary. All right. Now it's time to get the soffit installed, now that the fascia is on there. So I'm going to take my tape measure here and see what the distance is between the building and the fascia. And looks like 6 1/4 inches here. 6 1/4. Okay, it's only 6 down here. So I better do 5 3/4 just to make sure that I get it in here well. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. 5 3/4. I'm going to be using the same material that was put on the doors. It's just that hardy board. So it is still annoying to cut, but excuse me, you're in the way. So 5 3/4 here. I'm going to put it on this side and the other side and then match it up with a guide board. Now with the guide board in place, I'm taking my razor knife and just scoring along here. The guide board makes such a huge difference. To make the installation go a lot smoother, I'm going to be pre-drilling some holes here. It will help out a whole lot. I'm just going to drill every foot or so. Now to get this installed. Now I found that if you've cut it too small, don't force it because it will break on you. And that's no fun. So I've got some 1 1/4 exterior screws that I'm going to be using here. Let's see if we can't get this installed here. Luckily these are only 8-foot pieces, so I don't have to worry too much with the weight. They still can be heavy though. Alright. Before I get carried away here, I better step down and make sure that it's far enough on this end over here. One of the downsides of working alone is you can't see things like this from up on the ladder. I need to come down about 2 more inches. I managed to get all the soffit installed. See if we can get you a good view of it up under here. Let's see, there you go. Not quite to the end over here, which is sad, but I'll work around that. So I got it all installed down to that end, and then come back around over here and also got it on this side going down. Now I will need to come back and get up under here later on. I'm out of the material for now, but I'll have to get that installed. And then let's see, so you've seen the fascia boards up here. They're down on the outside, and then also have those rafter ties in here. So looking pretty good. Getting the soffit and fascia on will allow me to keep heat in here whenever I'm working this winter, and those rafter ties should help prevent the roof from pulling the walls out, so should be prepared for a little bit of snow as well. I think in the next video I'm going to be diving into some electrical work. My brother-in-law is coming up from Louisiana and he's going to be helping out some too, so look forward to that. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Now with the guide board in place, guys, seriously, move.